Hey Aries, welcome back to Haunted Cerebral. This is going to be your August intuitive reading for your sun, moon, ascending or rising. Sorry, Venus or rising. Um, like before, I'm just looking into certain trends going on for you this month, and perhaps they can help you navigate some of the changes going on. I've already pre-shuffled your cards and meditated on your energy, so we'll get right into it. But before we begin, I just need to make a little disclaimer that, whatever is said here, let it stay here, You don't have to take it with you if it doesn't resonate. And if it does, let it help you and work with it. So yeah, I'm just going to get right into your reading. And hold on. If you notice, I'm in a different location. I'm traveling at the moment. And I'm using a different tarot deck. I'm using the Aquarian Tarot deck by David Palladini. So yeah, here we go. So your overall energy is the Ten of Swords. So kind of like in your last reading where I think we saw some of the, what was informing your decisions to kind of move out into the world, to stop working on plans and start manifesting in the world, was based on how you let certain thoughts, and especially to do with the past, come to rest. And I think with the overall energy being the Ten of Swords in this reading, I think it's really like reinforcing the work that you've done in the last month and the things that have happened in the last month of July, and how you really let this kind of working of thoughts come to an end. It's time for those things to end. I think in the last reading you were really wanting things to come into the next cycle, and that's what this card is suggesting, is that this reading this month is that time. So it's pretty positive, I think. Okay, so the top of your reading, Aries, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the King of Rods. In this card deck, it's called King of Rods, but it's wands, so I'm just going to call them wands because that's what I usually call these cards. So I think that really you're really focused on the new opportunities that have presented themselves at this time, especially in terms of money investments or projects that you have invested money into. You're looking to plant the seeds to the next opportunities for yourself. And as the overall energy for the reading was the Ten of Swords, I think you're focusing now on how you can overcome some of the challenges of moving on, and how you can think more creatively about what those things mean to you, and in a search for meaning, perhaps from things that felt like they didn't really reflect what your values were. And I think with this King of Wands here, it's like you're learning a lot about these two things. You're learning a lot about what you can do to think to see the situation more creatively, and to maybe let go of that which had been forming into obstacles for you, or giving you life challenges from the past, or that you have been experiencing in the present, and trying to see how you can work towards planting those seeds and developing your projects further. So I think with the King of Rods there, it's like you're really learning a lot. You're absorbing a lot of knowledge about how you can take action on these things. You're willing to observe and know that you have and learning about your power and how you can use that to take action. So, and sitting in that kind of knowing, sitting in that knowing that you have more ability than maybe you had perceived in the past. So let's just see what's informing those things. Yeah. Cool. So I have here underneath that the Two of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Eight of Swords. So your first major arcana in the reading, which is the Magician, it could be that something to do with the Mercury retrograde, maybe why some information from the past has come up. Maybe you connected with somebody recently who brought up some of the challenges that you faced in your life. Maybe they have to do with heartache, actually, or maybe not. Maybe it's just that you're feeling some anxiety or difficulty in terms of your strength, your heart strength, which I think is like reinforced by the King of Wands here, which has Leo energy. So that's the heart chakra. And how you're coming to understand and use your willpower, use your ability to make things happen, even though you may see them as challenges to overcome. Yeah. And I think, with the Two of Pentacles here informing the Ace, you're trying to make choices at this time. Those choices that would lead to the best opportunities for you in the future, and you're weighing your options. You're seeing which of those two things are worth putting your time and investment in, which are worth putting your willpower towards and divulging into. And I think really why the King of Rods and the Eight of Swords are coupled is because you're learning how to advance on this situation. You're learning how to think clearly about what it is you want. You're learning how to think more productively about where your power lies and what it can be used. How much energy you have, how much time you have to make things happen. And you're waiting. And I think that the Eight of Swords to me also talks a little bit about taking your time to feel the situation out, to let your senses other than just your eyes, like how do we absorb the world around us and learn to overcome obstacles of life, not just through what we're used to using, what we're familiar with. And so with the King of Rods there, I think it's really just saying like it now is a time to absorb as much information as you can about the situation, learn, and wait until the time to make action occurs. So continue to feel it out and to trust your other senses other than just those which you've depended on in the past. Cool. So Aries, at the bottom of your reading, some of the trends I'm seeing overcoming the obstacles of the month. We have here the Sun card, the second major arcana, which is also Leo. We're now in Leo season, so this could have something to do with that. And I think that Aries is, as another fire sign and as the cardinal fire sign, like you're leading and Leo being like kind of holding the fire for you. It's like, it's a really opportune time for you to like excel forward and to make those choices you need towards the opportunities that you're looking at, to overcome challenges and think more creatively, take action on them. You understand your position and your abilities and use them to your advantage, and you're gonna see things are gonna illuminate themselves. There's gonna be a lot of nurturing. There's gonna be the ability to nurture those projects and to see totally clearly what it is that you've been working towards, and to see those things start to grow and flourish. And then as soon as that starts to happen, you're gonna be committed to the work. You're gonna be able to determine your goals and to see straightforward like what it is you need to do in order to move forward, and you're gonna make great advancements on those projects and investments that you've really taken the time to learn as much as you can about, and to um, know what it means to you, actually, like what does it mean to be involved in these projects, and what does it mean in terms of like your value system. And that once you have that more clear for yourself, you're going to come into like a mode of production that's going to just like really be very fulfilling for you, and it's going to advance forward. And yeah, and then another two here. So I think there'll be some more choices to be made, but maybe there'll be more something that you can actually feel more creative about, more emotionally about. Maybe it's something you can do collaboratively with somebody else, not just alone. It could also be that it's time, maybe a situation that was uncertain before between you and another person will become more clear with the Sun card. Things will illuminate, and there'll be more teamwork towards the building of something. And you'll come into an even sharing with another person or yourself, where you'll just feel very fulfilled, and like and and those feelings of those good quality feelings will start to show themselves within you, and you'll be able to share those with others, and it will feel like a kind of love, like not love, maybe not love in the romantic sense. I don't see so many romance cards in this reading, but maybe love in the like finding purpose, and like a more sustainable love. So yeah, I think that really what the reading's telling me is, come overcome those challenges and start to see more creatively, like your perceptions on situations that may be time to let go of. It's time to let go of some of the things that were being challenges to you in the past. Use your senses, keep an open mind about things, be willing to understand, be willing to know and learn and understand how you can come into your power and where you're most effective to work towards the joy and the building of the things that you hold most dear to yourself. And if you allow yourself to weigh your options, come into where most certainly that you can make direct action on these things, eventually you're going to be able to be at a certain level with yourself where you can really share in a very loving way, and you can grow lovingly. So yeah, it's a real quick reading for you this month, Aries. I think that, which makes sense. I think you guys are really straight shooter sign, and we're in the fiery month. We're in the fiery season of Leo. I have 2 Leo cards out for you here, so maybe you are dealing with a Leo, or maybe you're just feeling the energy of this season very acutely. And what's interesting, at the bottom of the deck we have here the Queen of Wands, which is actually your card. So I think that this is going to be a very positive month for you, and it's going to lead to an equal level of love, advancing on the projects and work that you want to be doing in your life, and seeing clearly through the shadows and the darkness that may have been kind of haunting you from the past will be cleared away. Things will illuminate, and you'll have that extra energy to nurture projects, nurture yourself, and build. So there you go, Aries. Thanks for tuning in again. I really hope this reading gave you something to work with this month. Yeah, if you are feeling like this reading helped you and you think you could help another, please share it. Drop a like, hit a comment, or drop a comment, hit a like. You can also follow us on Instagram, where we're doing a lot more astrological transits, and you'll be able to get a better top view perspective on what's going on, especially with the Mercury retrograde. And there's a few other transits going on, and there'll be a big Leo new moon at the end of the month, I believe. So, yeah, this is just a really great reading for you. I think overall you're overcoming a lot of difficulty, and I wish you all the best. If you need to book a personal reading, you can connect to us through YouTube, email. You can hit us in our website or on Instagram, and we'll connect with you. And yeah, so I wish you all the best, Aries. Keep coming back, and I'll see you guys next time.